MLB Network coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Tampa Bay Rays.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Matt, this is going to be a pitcher's duel. I mean, both these guys have a chance to work deep in the game. They've shown they can do that. Runs are a premium. I think if you don't get them early, we may not see a lot of runs in this game at all.
Chris Archer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, H?
19 losses, Matt. That's what he had last year. It's hard to even look at it or even say it. So I know he struggled through the winter, but that motivates you. He had to work hard, get himself ready, and I'm hoping the lessons he learned through the 19 losses we'll see be a difference maker for this season for him. Well, let's take a look at the Rays defense, brought to you by Majestic. And behind the plate is Wilson Ramos. Great hands, quick feet. He's really becoming one of the best catchers in the league right now. Defensively, that is.
In now, Gary Sanchez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for the Yankees, catcher Gary Sanchez.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. One strike now from Archer. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2 pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Brett Gardner is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first two pitches, but they were different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good swing there by Gardner as he hooks this one foul down into the seats in right. The next 0-2. Hit down the line at first. In there, and their first hit of the season is going to be for extra bases. He'll get it into second, and he's safe.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. He gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now as he'll take a look at ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This could be an interesting night for him. He gives up the extra base hit, and then he makes a location pitch that he needs to make. If he does that consistently, he'll have a good night.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Coming to the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
One-zero count. Here it is. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
2 out here and a runner at second. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
Here it is on 3-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another foul ball.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence. Falling a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Another payoff pitch. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another full count pitch home. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. 4 for 12. He's taken him deep once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Well, Fillmore's the type of umpire. He's going to give you a little in some areas and take away the others. And what I mean by that, he's going to call a little wider on the corners, but up and down, he's going to take that away from you.
1-1. Here it is. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Ball 1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And this is fouled straight back.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Masahiro Tanaka is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Matt, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today. Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. I'm looking down there shortstop at Didi Gregorius. I love how this guy defends. You know, coming to New York and replacing Derek Jeter, that's a lot of pressure. But I knew he could handle it when I had a conversation with Brandon Phillips, and he told me he's got the best hands he played with when he was with the Reds.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Stepping in, Matt Duffy. In past meetings with Tanaka, 1 for 3. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Digging in now, Corey Dickerson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Tanaka gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
Three 3-0 pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner, and then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Had a good 3-1 cut, but he misses the splitter. 3-2 now.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball 4. Time for a deep breath.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. Matt Holliday standing in now. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
Matt Holliday.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it.
And a fastball just a bit up. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a liner. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Here's Chase Headley, head-to-head against Chris Archer. 3 base hits in 19 tries. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And that slider's almost in the dirt. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, what's he looking for? 2-0 fastball right down the middle, and he took it? I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he thought he was going to throw him a breaking ball, but I think you got to sit fastball there.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding forward now, Evan Longoria. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. Into the windup and the pitch. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Longoria waiting on the 1-0. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Here it comes. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. The pitch. On the ground to third. Gloved by Headley. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Into the box now, Brad Miller. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's got 5 base hits in 24 at-bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Bounce to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, catcher Wilson.
Digging in, Wilson Ramos will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Pitch on the way. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Rays. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from St. Pete, Florida. Nice look there at nearby Clearwater. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Sanchez.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that misses. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rasmus has a read on it. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brett Gardner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Souza is under it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Greg Bird.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's Archer on 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, even if you know it's coming. Look, 2-strike slider on the back foot. That's a classic pitch, but he did a nice job of laying off it.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, Colby Rasmus. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Rasmus. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
Digging in, Steven Souza. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's hitless in 6 tries. Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Hey, this at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And that's over. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Squared that one up just a little late. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Once again a 3-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Logan Morrison.
Striding in, Logan Morrison. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pitch on the way. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 3 innings in the books. No score on MLB Network. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman Starlin
Striding
Castro.
in once again, Starlin Castro. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Well, they walked him the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a pitch swung on and hit on the ground to Longoria at third. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Didi Gregorius.
So coming to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street.
Man, I'm a little surprised he's throwing as well as he is. He's pitching less than 40% first pitch strikes, and it's either very deceptive or his stuff is electric to the hitters. Usually that doesn't happen when you're behind that much to have this kind of success.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 on to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning.
Kiermaier.
Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
The 0-1 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Hey, that's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
In the air out toward right field. Judge is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Matt Duffy.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1.
That curveball just frozen. That's one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate. But this one didn't get that big break away, and it froze it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Standing in, Corey Dickerson. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Hey.
1-0 pitch is a splitter in there. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Tanaka pauses. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Matt Holliday standing in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Matt Holliday.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready on 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Chase Headley.
Digging in, the switch hitter Chase Headley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
And this is inside and winds up hitting him, but he swings anyway, and that's the 2nd out.
Done.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
That's a
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Spin throw. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Halfway home, still no score. So digging in now, Brad Miller. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Brad Miller.
First pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Wilson Ramos is on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping up to the plate, Wilson Ramos. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hard hit at third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. At the plate, Colby Rasmus. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. One and 1. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip zip. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Sanchez.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating them.
Here's Archer on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
The left fielder, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. 2-strike changeup. I like the thought process, and he got it on the corner. I got to give it.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here it comes. 1-0. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it is Rasmus now for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Riding in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball 1.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. You're saying to yourself, why? Because you got that base runner on. That's almost like a pitch out. An outside fastball, catcher set up, ready to throw. If you get the call, great. If not, you're set up to throw him out.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, but if he gets through this inning, I think they'd be happy with it. To get through 6 innings and just a little over 100 pitches, I think that's pretty good outing.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Ripped down the line. He'll go the short way to Miller, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Steven Souza. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Steven Souza.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And the pitch. In there, 1-2 now.
Well, that fooled him right there. Clearly, he was not sitting on that curveball. He couldn't pull the trigger.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could
First
rack up
baseman,
quite a few more
7.
before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready for another chance? Logan Morrison comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
It looked like he was trying to go the opposite way on that pitch. Good job of laying off that check swing, seeing it wasn't something he wanted to really drive the other way.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Hey, when the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Ready for another shot now. Kevin Kiermaier 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
We're really watching a great performance. This is a good hitting team. He's got 2 outs already in the 6th inning. We're 1 out away from watching him get through the 6th with all zeros on the board.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Sanchez corrals it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Ready once again, Matt Duffy. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Tapper up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out toward second. Castro's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. Still no score. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
Hey, it's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Danny Farquhar comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Matt Holliday will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
Here's Chase Headley, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard but foul.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
First and second now, 1 man out. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
One and one, here it comes. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Fouled back. Second and third here, one man out. Full count. Here it comes. Now a ball rolls softly to second. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measured the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Second and third, 2 away. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get a hit late in the game to give you the lead in the ball game, you feel good about yourself, and his teammates are pumped up as well.
Now batting, Gary Sanchez. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Yankees forced to settle for 1. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Corey Dickerson.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Matt, I love the no-hitter as much as the next guy, but he's got such a high pitch count. I don't know if he's going to make it. He's already in the 7th. The only way he's going to do that is get outs early. He's got to throw that first pitch strike and hope they hit it at somebody.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Your third baseman, number 3, Evan.
Stepping in,
Longoria.
Evan Longoria. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is going to be a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
You know what, Matt? I'll take it. 6 1/3, 100 pitches. If he's able to get through this inning, that's a great outing.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Digging in, Brad Miller. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Tanaka's ready. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. 2 out here and a runner at second. A called strike over the outside corner. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Two and two count. Here it comes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Chop foul wide of first. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
So stepping in, Colby Rasmus, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Too low, 1-0.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Look out, 2-0 now.
This is where you really got to focus with runners on base. You got a 2-0 count. You have a tendency to get a little anxious thinking you can drive somebody in. Stay focused. Get your pitch.
Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Working on hanging another 0, the pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. They're down 1-0. Xavier Cedeno is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Xavier Cedeno.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And he just misses with a curveball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 2-0 on the way. And this will be fouled away. Two-1 home now to Gardner. Ground ball right side. Miller gets to it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Baseman number 33, Greg Bird.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
So stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
Well, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
Fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men in. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Ramos gathers it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Dylan Betances.
So coming to the plate, Steven Souza, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. The pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Stepping up now, Logan Morrison. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1-2.
And he lays off the slurve. 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for round number 1.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Previous history against Dellin Betances, 1 for 6. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And this is taken for a cold strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Striding into the box, Matt Duffy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. 2 out with the man at first. One and one. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. On his junior, but this is a base hit.
2 out Lightning. Here they come. This team never stops. Now they got the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first base. And all this with 2 outs. Can they come up with another big hit with 2? Let's see right here.
Tyler Clippard is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Tyler Clippard.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 3-0 now.
There's certain situations where things just have to happen. And this is one of those. Like it or not, he's got to challenge him right here.
There's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Your third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Plenty of history against Tyler Clippard. 1 for 3. He also has 1 home run. First pitch on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. We played 8 full. It's the Yankees 1, the Rays 0. Brad Boxberger enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Starlin Castro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Didi Gregorius is on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Has a look. Now the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
The 1-2 pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Matt Holliday standing in now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runners on first with one down. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Swing and a liner.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
Look, he's falling behind 3-1 right now. You got to know he knows he has a better matchup over there on the on-deck circle. I can see him pitching around this guy right now.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. In there, and it's full 3-2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Right fielder.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Yankees 1, the Rays 0. Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brad Miller. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one.
Miller.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up to the 100 miles an hour. Just have to be ready to swing.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Now that's a big base hit. Late in the game, you're down 1. You got the leadoff guy on now. The rest of the way, it'll be interesting to me. How are they going to manufacture? Will they bunt him over to move him into scoring position? Will they hit a gapper? Let's see how they score this run. If they can possibly push him forward.
Striding in, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Colby Rasmus is on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's back-to-back singles and first and third. So right here, you got a pitch to get a strikeout, and then the next hitter, hopefully you get a double play, you can get out of it. But right here, you got a pitch to get the strikeout to set up a chance to get out of it.
Ricky Weeks will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now, and still nobody out. Tim Beckham will come on now and pinch run here. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. A winning run at first with nobody out. Now the 0-1. Down and away, ball one. Chapman ready, the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Another 2-2 offering, and a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
So striding in, Steven Souza, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
Aroldis Chapman, they call him the Cuban Missile. Well, he needs to start firing some bullets right here. He's in trouble, but I would bet against him getting out of this mess.
Runners breaking for the plate. Now a bunt attempt here, and they will put the tag on him, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing to do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Now at the plate, Logan Morrison. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
pulled off on that swing. It's ball one. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9 hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple runs.
Now the 2-0. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, all tied at 1-1. Ricky Weeks will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 8.
Corey Rasmus takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Corey Rasmus.
Michael McHenry is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. And that's high for a ball. 1-0.
I'll tell you what, Matt, this is a tough situation. When you know you had the game won, you blow the lead, and now you find yourself hitting an extra innings. You just have to regroup. Here we go, boys. Let's start over and have the confidence you can win it.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the right. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, it's late in the game, but I tell you what, a leadoff single, that's what you want to start the late innings. Now it sets you up to be able to manufacture or do some things to maybe get that run home.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. In now, Brett Gardner, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Hey, sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Standing in now, Greg Bird, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And it's clear they still respect Junior's bat here, so they'll go ahead and give him first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in now, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he lays off there 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Foul back. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Didi Gregorius would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit.
Well, that one's going to load the bases up. They held the runner up. They're really looking for a big inning right here, trying to get a big strike out of the next 2 hitters coming up.
Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Oh, that was a pitch he wanted right there. That's a situation you can't go to 2 balls, because if you go to 3, you know you're going to throw him a ball right down the middle. This pitch right here, everything hinges on this pitch. Bases loaded. You know he's got to come to you. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And that's in there, 2-1.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Now the 2-1 to 2-2 now. 2 out, bases loaded. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. And safe at the plate as he beats the tag of McHenry.
What a great feeling. Extra inning games to drive in 2 runs, and now let's see if they can close it out with the pitching.
Into the box, Matt Holliday, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch swung on and hit in the air. Souza's after it. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Yankees are out in front 3-1. Adam Warren takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Austin Romine is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Austin Romine.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Kiermaier. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's gone just 2 for 13. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Matt Duffy, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Called strike over the outside corner. 1-1. Here it comes. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in, Corey Dickerson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Line drive to left. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Aroldis Chapman claims the win out of the pen, his first. Adam Warren wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rays, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Aroldis Chapman. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Corey Rasmus. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance at Tropicana Field this afternoon, a sellout of 45,000. The Rays thank you and hope you'll join us again real soon.